Hello there. Does your organization have a giving culture? Well, in this video, I'll introduce to you the theory of give and take in a company setting, what it means to have a giving organizational culture, and why it pays to nurture one. I'll be right back. Welcome back. My name is Raymond Huan, and if you own a business, you're interested in business, or you wish to learn more about the tips and tricks on how to operate a business better, I encourage you to click on the subscribe button that you see before you right now. The theory of give and take was proposed by Adam Grant, an American popular science author and professor at the Wharton School of the University of Pennsylvania, specializing in organizational psychology. He says that there are three common types of people in a typical workplace: takers, matchers, and givers. Takers are selfish people who tend to put their personal interests ahead of everybody else. Matchers believe in the mantra, "I'll scratch your back if you scratch mine," and they'll give only as much as they think they'll receive. Givers perform all sorts of selfless acts with no expectation or reciprocity. But it doesn't stop there. Grant also says that there are two types of givers: the winners and the losers. Losing givers are those who allow themselves to get exploited and become burnt out in the process. Winning givers, on the other hand, learn who to give without letting themselves become taken advantage of in the work environment. Instead of giving to anyone and everyone who needs assistance, which losing givers tend to do, winners are more intentional on who they help and what they contribute. Between all types of workers, it is the winners who get ahead and succeed. More importantly, winners help the organization they belong to get ahead and succeed through the selfless acts with no expectation or reciprocity. And this is the main reason why it pays for any business to nurture a giving culture. Of the three strategies at work, that is taking, matching, and giving, it is giving that prospers in the long run. Takers may succeed initially. Once their selfish motives are found out or they make the wrong move, they will likely pay the price of taking too much. Think about controversial leaders who were highly successful until they fall from grace. And even if takers are not found out, business owners need to be wary of their motives. Takers will act on selfish motives. When their self-interest does not align with the interests of the business, they will do more harm than good for your company. Matchers, on the other hand, don't suffer a similar fate only because they give as much as they take. However, those around them recognize the transactional nature of their giving and do so for selfish personal interests. They give because they intend to take, so won't give matchers credit for their good behavior. Giving, on the other hand, nurtures goodwill. Givers are workers who look after the well-being of their team, and in doing so, they build a network of grateful colleagues who gladly work with them. Research suggests that businesses with higher rates of giving are likely to be more profitable, more productive, and more efficient. They also have higher customer satisfaction, lower costs, and lower turnover rates. Why is this so? Because givers act in the best interest of the team. Winners, in particular, work to align their personal interests and goals with the interests and goals that serve everyone. And in doing so, they facilitate efficient problem solving and coordination and build cohesive, supportive cultures that appeal to customers, suppliers, and top talent. The obvious answer would seem to be hiring more givers, especially the winning givers. But Grant believes that the most important thing in giving culture is to screen out takers. He believes that the negative impact of a taker is double to triple the positive impact of a giver. It takes one bad apple to create friction in a team and to disrupt the psychological safety built by winners. Grant says that the main sign that someone's a taker is when you see patterns of kissing up and kicking down. Takers will work well with their superiors, but will always seem to have issues with people who work with them or the people they manage. They take a lot of credit for successes of the team, but will be quick to blame others for failures. Givers, on the other hand, will take responsibility for failed outcomes and will give credit to the entire team for its success. Nurturing a giving culture also means helping losing givers develop winning traits. If you notice a losing giver in your team, or if you are the one yourself, it's time to learn how to overcome abuse and grow up into a winning giver. Nurturing a giving culture is good business practice because it sets you up for success that benefits everyone. Building a team of givers help improve productivity and profitability. But more importantly, nurturing a giving culture means you screen out abusive takers from the team and teach losing givers to set boundaries and stand up for themselves. Just because you can doesn't mean you should. Winning givers are intentional in their giving. They don't give indiscriminately. Instead, they consider carefully how giving helps the team and whether it will harm themselves in the process. If it takes time and energy away from what matters to you and the good of the team, say no. Protect your energy and your time, and these are valuable resources that are best used for projects and endeavors that align your goals and your organization with your personal goals and values. Losing winners often put others' needs above themselves because they have not learned how to advocate for themselves. We can help them by turning things around by using their apathy for others to their advantage. For example, a losing giver often spends too much time helping a taker colleague that impacts his productivity because he may be too timid to say no. As a result, he works overtime to compensate. To help turn things around, ask the person to see the bigger picture. How does helping the colleague improve his performance and the entire company's performance? How does this improve team morale, knowing that others can capably fulfill their roles while an abusive taker is allowed to perform incompetently? How does it help the company bottom line when a one-person role requires two people to fulfill it? Not to mention the overtime needed to perform that role. If a losing giver finds it difficult to advocate for himself, maybe he or she can start by learning to advocate for the team. Teach the person how to take a different perspective so he can learn to say no. Helping others is a good thing, but you also need to take into consideration whether helping others is healthy for you. When helping others, take into consideration not just how they will feel, but how they think and why they're asking you for help. If their reasoning doesn't align with what's healthy for you and for the team, it's okay to say no and set those boundaries. So do take some time to look at yourself and your team. Identify what kind of culture your company promotes and look at how you want to do things differently and work from there. My name is Raymond Huan and thank you for watching this video. I do hope to share with you more of my thoughts and how you can make your business better in the next video very soon.